Hi. So in our last video, this is where we left off, where when I click on
Hello, how are you?
yes, when I click on the button, all right, it gives me a fixed text which is set in the code. Correct? Hello, how are you? All right. So I hope you're having fun. All right. So let's develop this app a bit further. All right. Instead of just making it say a fixed a dialogue, all right, to say why don't we just give it a bit more flexibility, all right, in terms of what we want the app to speak. All right, so the first thing is okay, I'm going to move this here. All right, so this button, click me. All right, currently it is a small button. What I can do is I can again have some properties. Okay, adjust some properties. Okay, so if you see down here, there is this property called width and height. Okay, so you need to make sure that the button is selected. All right, when you select different components, different properties will show up. So we need to make sure that the button is selected. Okay, so with the button selected, scroll down and see the two properties, height and width. Okay, and they are both set to automatic. Automatic basically means that it will adjust the height and width according to the text that is within the button. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the font bold, and I'm going to increase the font size, okay, a bit. All right, and I'm also going to change the width to fill parent. Okay, from automatic I'm going to change to fill parent. So when I change it to fill parent, what happens is it occupies the width, the entire width that is available from the parent. Okay, so this concept of parent means where am I placing this button. So in this case, the button is placed directly on the screen, all right, and not in a separate container. So I will occupy the full space given by the screen's width. All right, so you also notice that as I make changes, okay, as I make changes on the designer, all right, I do see a live update on my phone. All right, now in some cases you make some changes and you see that, hey, how come nothing is happening on my phone? All right, so if that is what you observe, then most likely the connection has been disrupted. So what you need to do, you need to go to connect and you need to reset connection and then do the AI companion again. That means you close the AI companion on your mobile device, relaunch it, okay, and then use a new code to connect. Okay, so sometimes it happens. So sometimes could be a network issue, you lose connection and you realize, hey, how come I'm making changes but it's not being reflected on the phone? Then this is what you need to do. Okay, now the button is there. Okay, the button is there. That's nice. Now what I want to do is I also want to make some changes to the code. All right, so instead of having a fixed text being said every time, I want to be able to provide the text. Okay, provide the text. So under user interface, I'm going to click on user interface, and when you scroll down, you will see there is this component called a text box. Okay, I want you to click on the text box and drag it and place it. You can place it below, all right, below the button, or you can drag it and put it on top of the button. Up to you. Okay, up to you, depending on where you want to place it. Okay, so I'm going to place it below. Now if you notice, once I place it on my screen, there is a default hint for text box 1 that you see on your mobile device. Okay, so what is this hint? Okay, this hint is there in a very slight grayed out font. It is basically telling the user what to do. All right, so if you don't want the hint, you can just remove the hint. Okay, so I'm going to remove the hint. I'm going to again change the font size maybe to a bit bigger. Okay, 18, and I'm going to set the width to fill parent so that it occupies the full width of the screen. Okay, so that is basically what I'm going to do. All right, so the text box is there. I have adjusted the width to fill parent and I've removed the hint. Okay, so right now on the screen, that is what you see. Okay, the text box is below the button. Okay, and I am now going to update the code. So to update the code, I'm going to blocks. Okay, so right now, okay, under the blocks, the message is a fixed message, correct? And I don't want this fixed message. I don't want this fixed message. Okay, what I want is, I want to be able to capture the text that the user has entered. Alright, so to do that, what I need to do is, under text box 1, you can see, you can click on text box 1, and if you scroll down, there is this property called textbox1.text. Okay, so in most for most properties, there will be a set and a get. Set means you want to update the property, and the get, they don't specifically say get, but by default, as you can see from the hint, it says returns the text box content. So whatever that you have entered in the text box will be captured and returned over here. So I'm going to take that and drag it and put it here. Okay, and basically that's about it. That's all the code you need to change. Alright, so right now, okay, I'm going to, right now if I press click me, nothing happens. Nothing happens. Why? Because my text box is empty. Okay, so now when I click on the text box, the keypad comes up. So I'm going to type something. Today is a great day. Okay, and now if I press the click me button,
Today is a great day.
so you can see that it speaks whatever that is typed in the text box. Okay, I can also put in numbers. Okay,
936.
okay, so you can see it's a very nice interface where you can actually allow the user to enter a text, and the mobile device actually speaks it back to you. Alright, so it's a very nice fun app that you can develop. Alright, so have fun with this. Alright, and in my next video, I will just provide a bit more ideas on how you can extend this app even further. Alright, so thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.